Hi all, Tammy here. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I wanted to show you some of the things that you could put together to go along with decorating your house with the thrift, garage sale, flea market, antique store finds that you have. You don't have to just use it the way it was intended, like a candlestick, for instance. This is a set of candlesticks that I found, and I turned them into stands with my fabric plates that I made. So there's something unusual you could do. Set these aside, okay. And another one that makes for a stand is this one. You've got two plates, different sizes, and a cup that matches, and all I did was glue them together, and I now have a stand. I usually put potatoes on the bottom and onions on the top here in the kitchen. So there's just a pretty stand that I can use for everyday use. Now, another thing is jewelry. You can get old jewelry, you can get jewelry that belonged to somebody and make something with that to display. The first one for jewelry I have is this one, and you can see the necklace falling out from behind. This one has my mom's jewelry on it, and there is a picture of her inside. That's my mom, and this is some of her jewelry. So that was a fun thing to make out of, and it's just a remembrance of Mom. And I also made it from two different frames, so I made a shadow box myself, and I wanted to put her jewelry in it. Another jewelry item is this one. This is some of my old jewelry that I used to wear, and I just put it in an old frame, and I have this up for display. The third jewelry item I have is this wreath, which hangs in the bedroom. And I have a lot of different pieces. This I do wear. I love wearing pins. And this is just a way to display those. And they're out where I can see them and I can, find them right away. So this is another way of making, displaying your jewelry. Now, buttons. Buttons, I love buttons, and I had 2 button tins, one from a honorary aunt and another from my mom. So these I've used in different ways. One of those, is this lamp. I got the lamp from my friend. I put buttons all over it, and there's buttons inside of it. It's a really cool idea. And this one and the next one I made for a women's program that I did called Button Button. It's just a way to display them. This took a bit because these are all on a piece of cardboard and you had to sew through that to get them on. So that's one. And this one is the second one. Just a bunch of old vintage buttons displayed. They're out, they're hanging in the living room so everybody can enjoy them like I do. Now the fourth thing for buttons is I had this old glass. Oh yeah, I can't think what it's called now. Rolling pin, sorry. And it's vintage in itself, but then I filled it with vintage buttons as well. So I have 2 vintage things displayed here at the same time. Another thing you can do, if you want to keep it simpler, is just to put old vintage buttons in an old canning jar. Display them, and then you have a nice, pretty decoration for your house. I also like skeleton keys. So, I come up with this. I got this part at a garage sale, and I didn't know what I wanted to put on the little rungs here. Well, when I was in Florida, we were at the Red Barn, which I go to every time I go, and that is a flea market, and I found these keys. And I knew they would be the perfect thing to hang on this little piece here. This goes in my Victorian bathroom. Okay, now the next 2 keys are what my Grandy Chloe helped me make. We did this one first, and this frame used to belong to my parents, so it's vintage in itself, maybe even antique by now, I'm not sure. But these are just some skeleton keys. Just a fun way of decorating my vintage bathroom. And I had some more skeleton keys, but I didn't want to do it the same way, so we come up with this. So you have 6 keys hanging from ribbons and in a frame. So just some fun ways to decorate different things in your house with some of the garage and flea market, antique, and thrift store finds that you have. So maybe this gave you an idea about what you could do to decorate your house with some of those treasures from long ago. Thanks, you guys take care. Leave me comments in below if you have something similar, and I will get back with you on those. Don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell so you get notified of when I put up a new video. Thanks all. God bless. Bye-bye.